Ryan Wingo is the most underrated wide receiver in the 2027 draft class. So, Ryan Wingo, we just did our top 10 wide receivers, wasn't in our top 10.
He was not in that top 10.
That all said, though, there is a lot to like about Wingo. There is a athletic and physical profile that is very much so reminding me a little bit of like a Jonathan Mingo type of guy, where it's like he's bigger, he's stronger. Now Wingo or Mingo never really worked out in the NFL fully. Wingo, I think, has a real chance. He's 6'2", 214 pounds, but he is like really explosive, like really, really athletic. Twitch. I mean, Texas, they would give him a bubble and he would take it 75 yards. They'd give him a drag and he would take it to the house. Like he's bigger, he's stronger, and he's an athletic beast. He's just, at least as of now, not a very nuanced receiver in a lot of ways. Now he got a lot better. His production like drastically increased from 400 yards his freshman year to 800 his second year. But it was also kind of like Colin Simmons in some ways. That whole Texas team kind of started slow. It took him a little bit to kind of gain that connection with Arch. I just felt like those two were not on the same page. And then as the year went on, it felt like Texas was like, okay, let's just kind of force the ball into Wingo's hands. Let's give him a screen. Let's give him a bubble. Because they started like 4 straight games with a bubble. Vanderbilt
and it worked. And it worked every time.
I think they did it versus, was it Georgia, I want to say?
Georgia?
And he got like tripped and it would have been a touchdown or something like that. I can't remember if it was Georgia or who it was. Maybe I think it was Georgia, or it was one of their big games. But they've done that over and over because he's such a good athlete. When he gets space in front of him, he's good. He's not really a great route runner necessarily. He's not a contested catch guy really either. And he had a lot of drops on tape, like too many of them. Big time drops too. Some massive drops. The Ohio State game, he had a massive drop at the end of the game. So things like that have to be cleaned up. And I'll give him a little bit of some, benefit of the doubt. Arch was a little bit up and down with the accuracy at times, but still a lot of those drops were right in the breadbasket. Or it's like, you're a receiver, you got gloves, the ball is in your vicinity.
You got two hands
to play. Exactly. So he has to make those plays, but he's a unique prospect where it's like, if you have a coach that's a little bit patient, runs the right scheme, and can use him how he needs to be used, and if he takes another step forward this year at Texas, playing next to Cam Coleman and Mosley, then underrated is not a crazy thing to say at all, because we didn't have him in our top 10s, and we could look real stupid if by the end of the year he's inside our top 5s because he's that talented. Getting the wide receiver 1 treatment anymore probably could be a good thing for him. Him being the second option 100%. Next to Cam Coleman, getting the number 2, playing in the slot a little bit, I think it'd be great for him. But Bryce the Goated says Ryan Wingo is the most underrated receiver. B-Ross, what do you think about it?
Most underrated, like I actually might have to agree, because again, me and you are Texas fans, so we've seen him for his first 2 years in fully, and we didn't have him in our top 10 receiver list.
Right.
I
thought about
it. And I like Wingo, but to your point, I actually think it hurt him last year trying to be a 1. He's not a real 1. He's a vertical threat. He's the screening gadget guy. Like, he's the guy you just give him the ball and just watch good things happen. Because the further he gets away from the quarterback, to me, that's when he starts thinking. And some with his hands, because you watch him behind the line of scrimmage, he can catch it low, he can catch it high, he can move. Like, you see him frame the ball just fine, just downfield. It's just not as consistent. But I actually love the Jonathan Mingo comparison too. I remember scouting Mingo. I love Mingo, like size and speed, but he wasn't a nuanced route runner just because of what Lane was having him do. Like, they ran, a very kind of simple route tree. It was about tempo and speed. But Wingo, to what a guy with size and speed, like, he can stretch the field vertically, he can stretch the field horizontally. To me, he's best suited to be probably a solid 2 or like a really good 3 on the right team. Like, if he's your third and he's getting 7-8 targets a game, and like half of them are like behind or at the line of scrimmage where he can catch and run, that's where his value lies. Like, a team like the Rams with their current roster would be, that's lovely. Like, you know what I mean? So it's underrated. I think is the right term, because all that being said, playing with Cam Coleman now, and he's not, he doesn't have to worry about double teams because those are going to Cam Coleman. Right. Now you get one-on-one. Ryan Wingo could, to your point, end up in our top 5 or top 7 receivers at the end of the year, and it wouldn't be surprising because he's talent. He has the talent, and just to whoever said this point, like they have to put it all together. Like if he puts it all together, he's a problem.
Yeah, the thing about the NFL with how they like to use wide receiver 2s and 3s, specifically 3s. When I think of wide receiver 3s in the league, at least for a lot of them, I don't think of supreme athletes, supreme size guys. I think of just good football players. Like Jalen Naylor to me is like a really good wide receiver 3 because he's consistently gets open. He catches everything. He doesn't make a ton of mistakes. Yeah. I feel like teams kind of want that where it's like, okay, we have our high end number 1. We have a really good number 2. And we have this third guy that he's a high floor, lower ceiling guy. Yeah. Because those guys don't demand the football time. They don't need to be designed plays for. They go out there, they block their ass off, and they make the right plays. I do wonder if maybe that could bring Wingo down a little bit because if you view Wingo as a third option, is he the ideal number 3? But maybe he could develop into being that number 2, right? You put him next to, I don't know, Garrett Wilson. You put him next to the Bengals could use a third receiver, something like that. I think it checks some boxes. You put him next to CeeDee Lamb in Dallas.
Yeah. So he's to me, he's a good 3 because I don't think I have to do much for him. If you tell me that you're running, stretch one way with a bubble backside and he's the bubble and it's just 2-on-2 out there, and you tell him make a guy miss, you get the ball, like that's where his value lies. And then because I think as a route runner, he has some developing to do. But in the meantime, if you can get this dude, touches 5 to 7 touches, 7 to 9 touches a game, and he just the catch and run, like he's really good at that. And he's probably gonna be a kick return. Like this, like
could be.
The way he's built, the way he runs, he looks like a kick returner. So just I think his ceiling is probably a really good 2, alongside to your point, if I'm trying to think who has a really good 1 but lacks a 2. The Jets, like you said, like the Jets. Like if they figure out whatever they're doing over there on offense and like he starts as a 3 and ends up as a 2, beside Garrett Wilson, it wouldn't surprise me if he goes in just as a 3. A team like Cincy and they
love the Giants.
His speed and play.
Neighbors, Malachi Fields, and Ryan Wingo.
Yeah, it could work because outside of Neighbors, they don't have a vertical threat anymore. Like they lost them with Wandale, right? So Wingo would be, to me, that's what, and like he would get better running those deeper routes. But in the meantime, just getting the ball.
I think I got a better one.
Who?
Falcons next to Drake London and Zachariah Branch.
But see,
London can be that bigger contested catch guy, that sort of dude.
You don't think
Branch is pure gadget?
You don't think Branch and Wingo are comparable in that way?
They are. But I'm taking the judgment that Branch is a special teams only gadget guy that comes in and plays a couple snaps here and there. I'm just not a Zachariah Branch
guy. Bro. He's gonna play a lot.
He's gonna have to. They don't have another receiver out there, so they have to play him.
He's gonna play so much.
I just think the combination of Wingo and London would be sweet.
I have a team. The Saints.
Ooh, Tyson, Olave, and Wingo. That's nasty. Devon Vele, I'll be damned. Get out of here. I'll be damned. That's a good fit. I like that one. All right, guys, let us know in the comment section below. Wingo, where's he going to land at? If you guys did enjoy this clip, make sure you guys go check out our live shows. We do them 3 times a week where you can see our full videos, not just these cut-ups, but full videos. Make sure you guys check them out. While you're there, hit that like and subscribe button. Have a good day.